First pull. Bloody hell. That's pretty awesome. Alright. Let's get some fish. Oh, bugger. I think I've got a fish on here. I have absolutely no idea because I show you I'm using a paravane or a deep diver, but that was really weird. That's got to be a fish. Let's see. It's a tiny fish. No wonder I couldn't tell. I won't even get the net for that one. Look at that. Oh, bugger. Oh, unhooked. Brilliant. Come on. Well, it's nothing massive, but it is my first fish of the day, so hey, not going to complain of that. They can only get bigger from here. Check out the scenery. It's unreal. See you, mate. Thank you very much. Alright, well, it works. What I'm running here, I'll show you the rig while we're here. So I got 20-pound leader onto this paravane, which deep dives, and then off the back of that I got about 1.5 meters of 10-pound leader onto this little pink and white rattlesnake, and I think I'm trawling at about 10 meters. I have no idea, but I've let out 20 seconds worth of line and it seems to be deep enough. So hey, surely we get onto some good fish. I think we're on again. Let's see. It doesn't feel very big, but you never know. Oh yeah, the old stick fish, eh? Beautiful, mate. I was obviously right in the bottom. That's something actually decent now. It's come right up to the surface. Oh, is it still on? Oh, look at that. That's so blue. That is such a blue fish. That is unreal. Oh, yes. Wow. The colours on that. That's crazy. Look at that. That is nuts. Look at the colour of that. That is bright blue. That is beautiful. Oh, I'm actually stoked with that. Check out that. Amazing. Sorted. And that is an absolutely beautiful Lake Coleridge rainbow. Look at the blues on them. Oh, what a backdrop. Look at that fish. That is beautiful. And with the backdrops, I'm just bloody stoked. He's going to taste amazing too. This is alive. Well, I mean, it'd be better if I caught some trout, but it's pretty good. Got a nice comfy seat. What a day. Oh, I missed the whole fight and the bite, but I just caught another fish, which is bloody awesome. It's been ages. That is a beautiful rainbow. Let's get him out, eh? Look at that. That is stunning. Nice fat fish. Yoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, I've got this fish. I'm definitely gonna keep him. He looks super tasty. And when you don't have anything to bonk him on the head with, if you got an oar like this, then you can just use that. Beauty. No, maybe 2 or 3 pounds, but just chrome and fat, and oh, that is gonna taste so good. But yeah, the conditions are really glassed off. I mean, check that out. That is stunning. But yoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know if I'm on here, but there's definitely a take like a fish. Sometimes they don't do anything until they get to the surface. It could have just been the bottom. Oh no, that felt like a fish. Let's see. It's coming up. Yeah, that's definitely a fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see some silver. I see a lot of silver. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a salmon! Yoo-hoo! Oh, that is fucking awesome! So you can tell it's a salmon, because look how forked its tail is. Look at that. And has it got a black mouth? Yoo-hoo! That's my first ever salmon from Lake Coleridge. It's not losing. Something very exciting just happened. I just caught my first salmon from Lake Coleridge. I'm bloody stoked. Look at this. Yee-hoo-hoo. He's nothing massive. I mean, he's legal, but that is an absolutely beautiful fish. And he took that black and gold rattlesnake, and he is going to taste so good. You can tell it's a salmon. It's got this, the inside of his mouth's all black. He's got a nice forked tail, and these spots on the back are a pretty good giveaway. Well, it has been a pretty awesome day. I mean, the conditions have deteriorated slightly, but I've had we had awesome conditions earlier. And Sheila has done really well yet again. And I'm back before dark, which is bloody good. And got some fish to come home with. I've got a beautiful big rainbow, my first salmon from the lake, and another little one. It's been months since he's been out for a while, but check out the salmon. I'm stoked with that. And that's a beautiful rainbow. So yeah, bloody stoked. Now I've just got to pack all this up and carry it over to the bank, because my bank is a bit of a mission, but well worth it. Another great day on Lake Coleridge. Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on how I like to fillet my trout. So as you can see here, got a beautiful rainbow. Got a nice sharp knife, and you can fillet it the normal way, where you come down through here, go along the back, and then work it away. But I find with trout, because their bones are quite fine, I quite often cut through the spine and just mess it up. Trout are annoyingly difficult, so what I like to do is this. I go behind the pectoral fin just here, and put a diagonal cut in, making the most of that head meat up there, and then I literally, in one movement, just run it down the spine, trying to keep it as close as you can without pushing through it, all the way to the tail. And then you just chop it off there. And that, right there, is a pretty good fillet of trout. And as you can see here, I mean, it's not perfect, but you can miss a lot more than that. That's not bad at all. So I'll show you again with a close-up view. Another beautiful little rainbow from the lake. I actually cut the pectoral fins off and I grabbed that by accident. So we'll just assume where they are, cut in, and then just want to maintain that pressure all the way through. And look at that, another beautiful fillet. Not much meat wastage either, and then flip it over. And the same again. Another beautiful fillet. Add that to the pile. Barely any meat wastage on that. Look at that. It's brilliant. Now, for the salmon, check out that. They are so beautiful. Really sharp looking fish. Everything just seems very defined and nice. But you need to fillet this nice because we're having it for sushi tonight. So yeah, once again, cut in on that angle there. And then you just want to run it down carefully, but not getting caught up. Like that. Oh, look at that. Look at the colour of that meat. That is amazing. And then, once again, flip it over on the other side and just make that cut again. Down there. And then just run it all the way. You can hear the noise of it running along the spine. All the way down. And another beautiful fillet there. And then, look at that. Not much meat wastage there at all. And then, what you've got is you've got a beautiful fillet of salmon. And a beautiful fillet of that trout. And another beautiful fillet of that trout. And look at the colour. You wouldn't believe that these are trout. But when they're in the lake, they just put on so much beautiful condition. The next step is you just want to chop away all of this belly fat. So you make that first cut and then you can kind of work your way. I'm going to save some meat there, there you go. And then that should all just come right there. Just cleaning it up. And pin bones, I find in trout and salmon, are incredibly difficult to cut out because they sort of sit along this line here, and instead of running straight down like saltwater fish, they run on an angle, going in like that. So you have to cut like that, and quite often you'll waste quite a lot of meat in the process of doing that. So I'm going to get some tweezers and run my fingers along to find them, and just pluck them out like that, because I don't want to waste this beautiful meat. But for now, we'll do the same with the trout as well, but for now we're just going to run through and chop all of that belly meat off all of them. And then we're going to get those trout ready for the smoker, and we are going to prep that salmon for some sushi. And it should be bloody beautiful. But that is just how I like to clean salmonoids. So, yeah. Well, I have covered these in brown sugar, soy sauce, and a bit of salt, and let them sit for a bit, and I'm going to smoke them up. And the other 3 fillets are for sushi. Well, it's been about 20 minutes, and the smoke stopped, so let's have a look, shall we? Oh yeah. That looks absolutely brilliant. Well, that's turned out amazing. That's going to be good on crackers. Maybe make some into a bit of a dipping smoked fish dip. That's what you get from a good day out on the lake. And now a final result. Bit of salmon sushi. Looks beautiful.